concealer is settling into your fine lines and making your under eye look older, then stick with me here because today we're going to talk about why concealers do that and how to stop them from doing that. So if you're having a problem with your concealer, if it's making your eyes look older, settling into fine lines, or just looks way too heavy in your under eye, pause a moment before you go out and purchase another concealer, because a lot of times it's the placement of the concealer that's actually causing this issue. So last week I did on my Sunday video, the beauty series for mature women, we talked all about concealer and I showed you how to place concealer. This week I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the problems that women my age or mature women in general run into when they apply concealer, and I'm going to show you exactly what happens in this video just so that you can avoid it. So if that interests you, continue watching. So if you are having issues with your concealer, it's probably one of these three things. It's the placement of the concealer, it's the wrong formula, and you're using way too much concealer. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly what happens when you use the wrong concealer, just so that you avoid making this mistake. So the under eye is one of the most expressive places on your face. So if you go in with too much concealer, that concealer has nowhere to go and it's going to settle into every little fine line that's on your under eye. So that's why I usually recommend using a concealer, especially on mature eyes, one that's a serum concealer, because they just kind of sink into the under eye and just kind of make it look more hydrated and lifted, as opposed to going in there with a concealer and thinking we need to cover everything up, because we don't. We just need to go in there and sort of just enhance that under eye. And I think a lot of times people think if they go in there with more concealer, it's gonna just kind of smooth everything away, when it actually does the opposite. Okay, so right now I don't have anything on my under eye. I'm gonna show you what happens when you go in there with the wrong formula and if the placement isn't correct and you use way too much. Okay, so this one here, this is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer and it's in matte, which is, for my skin, is the wrong formula. This is a beautiful concealer. It's just not right for my skin. Okay, it's way too dry and it just looks, it's way too heavy looking. And what people do is they'll go in and they'll see, like I have some darkness here. They'll go in here, which is fine, to put that concealer in, and then they'll go underneath here, and then they'll go out here, okay? Sometimes they'll even bring it down. And what happens is, that's way too much, first off, and plus it's the wrong formula. I'm gonna take this concealer brush and I'm gonna go in and I'm going to blend that in. And they'll bring it up close in the under eye here too. And if you bring it up too close in your lash line, it really looks very foreign. In there. Does it cover up everything? Yes, it does. It completely covers up everything, but it just looks way too heavy. So when you're under eye, there's just so much movement underneath here. I'm gonna show you what happens just after, and it may look good for a few minutes, but after, you know, maybe 5 minutes or so, it's gonna start to crease underneath there. Okay, and it's already, you can see it where it's starting to settle into all fine lines underneath there. It's not even dry yet. Yeah, it just adds so much more texture to that under eye, especially here where my eye's moving and I have fine lines, and in here. So let's go in with a different formula and show you exactly how to place it, and just one that's gonna be very forgiving for my dry under eye. Okay, this is a serum concealer. This is from Skin Mimetics, and I love this. And all I need to do is go right in here, okay, right in this corner here, and then go right out here. And that's it, that's all I need, okay? And then I can simply just dab that in there, and you can see already how it just kind of, because it's a serum concealer, it just goes in there. It almost absorbs into that under eye. And then I don't have to add any more. So you can see, this has aged my eyes, right? Probably by 10 years at least. And then this side here just looks very hydrated, very natural. And almost, you can't even tell I have anything on. Whereas this one, you can see right away that I have concealer on. And for the longest time, women didn't have a choice, right? This is what we were told to do. This is how we were told to put this concealer on. So as we've aged, like definitely the formula has to change and the placement has to change. And the amount of product, less is more as we age. It really is. We don't need a lot of coverage. And I think people think the opposite, that we need more coverage because we need to cover up ourselves. We're not looking to cover ourselves up. We're not looking to fix ourselves. We're just looking to make sure we have the right placement for our features and our skin. So if concealer feels like it suddenly doesn't work anymore, it's not you, it's the placement. It's either the placement or the formula. So what I'm gonna do do is I'm gonna link the concealer video down below in case you want to check that. And this really is just to kind of reiterate what we learned in this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did gain any value, please consider subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. And don't forget, my Mature Beauty Sunday series airs every Sunday at 10 a.m. Okay, bye-bye.